Hi, my name is Jason Ellinger. I'm the CEO of Tiger Translations, and there's a lot of information going on out there right now about, and I think even hysteria about the market and how it's tanking. And I just want to give a little bit of perspective. I've been investing for over 20 years now, and we've seen ups and downs throughout that time. And I think perspective gives you a little bit of hope. And so that's why I'm putting out this video today. So maybe somebody out there is, I mean, I'm just hearing all kind of crazy stuff. People are like, oh my gosh, the market's tanking. There's so many stocks and there's so many funds right now that are all time low or super, super low. And we don't know how low it's going to go. And we're afraid that it's just going to all collapse and be worth nothing. And I remember specifically one period of time when I was investing, and it was in 2008. And there was a gentleman who, no, it was actually a little bit later. It was up 2010, where he was trying to figure out what he should do. And obviously, at that time, the market was just in shambles, and it was just crazy. It was a horrible, very scary time for so many people. And there's two investors actually. One was my boss, and one was his colleague who was a little bit. They'd known each other for many many years, and they were both investors. And my boss, he said, you know what? No, I'm just leaving it in. I'm just going to ride this out. We're going to take it in strides and see how this goes because if I take out now, I'm going to secure my losses, and that's not what I want to do. And the guy who was a little older, and he was very worried about the whole thing. It was like, oh my gosh, I got to take it up now, or I'll have nothing. And my boss told that guy, he's like, hey, do not do that. You will secure your losses if you take the money out right now. You definitely don't want to do that. And the guy did it anyways. And when he did it, he secured his losses, meaning that every bit of money that he invested and then had gone up during his time of investing, and then as it went down, he absolutely secured that was the price that he would sell for, and that he lost that gain. And lo and behold, a couple years later, both of them still working in the same job in the same place, and I was there with them. Um, the other guy, the guy who stayed in the market, he was like way up, and the other guy had lost all of the potential for earning because he pulled out of the market. And so, if there's one thing that I can tell you right now is that you must stay in the market. Don't pull out. If you rode the roller coaster up over these past 10 years, stay in, because if you don't, you're going to lose your butt. Now, I just want to show you a little bit to give that put some meat on that meat on the bones of what I'm talking about. And I know there's a lot of theories, and I know there's a lot of brilliant people out there, but just in a basic understanding for what I'm trying to explain, you can see it very clearly demonstrated here. Now, I'm going to take you to just go to Google, just type in S&P 500, and now you can check. It shows you, when you first go there, it shows you the daily activity. And the daily activity, not so good. Looks a little rough. It's kind of going down, and it was going down. It kind of went up, and then it went down, and now it's going back up again. But then you check the 5-day, and it's like, wow, it's still going down. That still looks really, really, really bad. This is looking horrible. You check the 1 month. How is 1 month looking? Oh my gosh, it's looking like a bear market. This is horrible. How much worse can it get? How can we? Let's look at the 6 months. Oh my gosh, we freaking dropped off a cliff. I mean, this is bad, really bad, right? Like, there's no. Are we even going to be able to recover? Oh my gosh, this is so frightening. And then we go to year to date. I'm sorry, 6 months. I'm sorry, I meant to go to 1 year. Then we go to 1 year. It's like, man, we had all this gain, and then we just freaking dropped off a cliff with all the political activity that's going on and all the shenanigans that are happening. And I'm not for or against anyone. I'm not. This is not what that video is about. I'm just trying to show a little bit of a little bit of information on the financial side, because just someone who's had years of investing and seeing ups and downs like this. All right, that looks pretty dang bad. And then we turn a little bit of a corner. I go to 5 years. I'm like, oh, well, in 5 years, we're at this moment way above where we were 5 years ago, like way, way above where we were 5 years ago. So it means right now we're about the same as we were in the middle of April, about April last year, right? And it looks like we might continue to go down. So on the 5 year trend, it gives us a slightly different picture. And we say, okay, well, as a period of 5 years, we're still up a little bit. So maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so crazy. And then we look at the max that it shows us. And I can't remember. I think it's like 30 years or 25 years that it shows us here. And then you see a little bit different perspective that we have had a lot of ups and downs in our history in the stock market. We've had a lot of good times and we've had a lot of bad times. And all of those times are followed by a good time. I mean, the entire history, you can see this. I mean, this has been going on for many, many, many years. And all of the bad times were followed by an eventual good time. And that's kind of the message that I want to share with you today is that, yeah, it sucks and things don't look very good with the investments, but I'm not selling. I don't sell. I just keep investing. I keep putting the money in my funds. I keep buying month after month after month, and I keep building value in there over time. And as I've done that, I was able to enjoy this entire period from, basically sometime way back, how long? I don't know, sometime way back in here, all the way to here. And I've taken part in all of that growth because I've been in the market for all of that. And I never pulled out. Not even in this moment. This moment was really scary, right? This moment right here, 7 October 2022. That was a pretty dang low moment in the market, but I just left it in. And because of that, we were able to get up to this moment. And now we're right here. Okay, of course, it's dropped. But I don't think it's going to stay there very long. Not for more than 5 years. And I think that's something important to remember. You're like, oh my gosh, 5 years, that's forever. Not really. And the older you get, the faster 5 years goes by. And so here we were 5 years ago right here. And now we're here, this is a long way. And it's still a long way upwards from where we were. So any 5 year period in the S&P 500, most 5 year periods anyways, you're going to have somewhat of a gain. And the longer of a term that you're in the market, for example, if you're in 10 years, your chances of making sure you have a gain are very, very high. I mean, above 80, I think even above 85, 87%. So point being, 9 times out of 10, when it tanks like this, within a period of 5 years, you have like a 60 to 70% chance that it's going to be up in the next 5 years. And then in the 10 years, you have like 90% chance that it's going to be up over that same time within 5 years later. So I'm just saying, when investing, don't consider the daily trends. Don't consider the yearly trends, especially if you're investing like consistently in mutual funds over the long term. Just take it in a stride. When the market goes down, like right now, I'm still investing. In fact, if I was the type of investor that was trying to invest in the moments when you get the biggest discount, this is the time I would be probably chunking more money. But I don't do that. I simply invest every single month, month after month after month, the same amount, twice a month. I just have an auto investment go out, and it goes into all of my funds that are well balanced and managed by my investment team. And it just keeps growing. And so anybody should have a financial advisor and an investor to help them. And if you don't have that, of course, and if your fund's not big enough to have any of that, then you better just make sure that you have good funds in your portfolio. And then once you do that, just invest and do it over the long term. I've had good funds, not as good funds. We've had the chance to review those and change those over the years, but they've always been changed at the most advantageous time for our portfolio specifically, and you've got to look at yours individually. In any case, don't pull out in the low moments. That's my point. If you pull out, you will secure your loss. And my recommendation to you is, because I know that within a 10-year period of time, it's going to probably increase 90% plus of the time, then staying in the market will be in your best benefit. And over the long term, you will hit those gains. So just one investor's perspective. I'm no super amazing professional, but I have been doing this for a really long time. I've seen the ups, a lot of downs, and over the long term, we always pull ahead. Hopefully that helps someone out there, be talks you off the edge from securing your losses. Would rather you secure your gains and hopefully even be able to have some margin to invest in times like this, so that when it goes back up, you're able to capitalize on those things. So I'm investing this month, and I'm investing next month. I invested last month, the month before, and I'm investing into the futures for as long as I can invest. So if that's any consolation or help to somebody out there, like and subscribe to this video. I continually post content on leadership, personal finance, and business. So like and subscribe. Put a comment below. I know a lot of people have opinions about this. If you have any insight, or if you have any additions that you would like to add, please put them in the comments below. Would love to see that. And I'll see you in the next video.